Now, if you have to make it human readable, what can you do? Let's modify our existing code. Means what we are going to do, we will be modifying the Lambda logic and we are going to push our container image one more time in the ECR registry. Later, we are going to run our Lambda function with the updated image. Okay. So let's do this just to get an answer in the human readable and just to extend our understanding. Okay. So for that, again, I will be moving towards the CloudShell. I will be making few quick checks and then we are going to start with our discussion. This is my AWS account, everybody. I have already opened the CloudShell from here. If you want, you can open it again. Now quickly check the account ID, the region and the ECR URI. Let's have a look. I'll be going to my CloudShell. Let's see. It's not giving you any account ID. It's not giving you any region. Why? Because last time when you had set all these things, it was at a session level, cloud shell session level. Okay. So if your session got expired, these values will also be not available. So how you are going to get these values? Again, we will be setting our account ID, our region, our ECR URI. So let's do it. We are going to set our account ID. Quickly export your account ID. Let's do it. If you want to check if your account ID got set or not, use the up arrow key and then check for the account ID. You can see you have got your account ID. In a similar manner, you can check your region. If your region set would be empty, you can basically use the export region and then you can pass the region value manually. Let's check that once. Okay, it's not setting the region, so let's set it manually. So what I will be doing, instead of setting like this, I will be giving the region value as AP South 1. This is my Mumbai region where I'm going to conduct my exercises. Okay. And this time you can see the region is set. Similarly, you have to set the ECR URI. So export the repo name. This was a repo we had created. Export the image tag. And then you have to export the ECR URI. Let's check the value of ECR URI, everybody. Just use this echo command and paste it here. You have got this ECR URI. If you want to cross verify it, the best way is open the ECR Elastic Container Registry. And from here, you can check the URI. Expand these 3 horizontal lines. Go to repository. This is my repository name, Lambda ML demo. And this is a URI. Okay. You can match it from here too. Okay. You can open this and then you can see this copy URI. This is specifically the image URI. Okay. Come back, everyone. So now next thing what we are going to do, we have to edit the handler to add human readable labels. Okay. So we are going to test first of all the directory we had created. This one was a directory we had created. Let me change my directory to Lambda ML demo. Okay. And then again, check what all files are present. So we are going to edit this file app.py. Let's open this file and we have to make some changes. Okay. So what changes we are going to make here, everybody? I have taken the updated code. We have to add a human readable class names for the iris data set. This is the first change we are going to make. Let's paste this change here. Okay. And the next change which we have to make, if I'll scroll down, I can see this is a Lambda logic which we have written. Okay. In this Lambda logic, we have to make one more change. And what that changes, if I'll be scrolling down here, after prediction, you have to give the labels also. So let's take this. Means before the return statement, you have to add the label which you want to print. Let's see that. Okay. Changes are made and now I have to save these changes. Control X, Y and enter. Okay. Now I have a question to all of you. Do I need to train this model again? Means, do I need to regenerate this file again? So think about it and then I will be giving you the answer. Okay. So after a fraction of seconds, let me tell you. Actually, we don't have to create this new model.pkl. Why? Because I have not changed the trained model. I'm using the same trained model as before, same file, same features, same sklearn version. I am only changing the Lambda handler code, not the training logic. So if this question comes to your mind that do we have to change this particular file, the answer is no, based on the changes we have made in the Lambda logic. Okay, so let's rebuild the Docker image. We're going to build it. Let's do it, everybody. We already have a Docker file present here in the same directory. That's why I'm building my Docker image here itself in the same directory. Once the Docker image would be built, again, you are going to tag it and you're going to push it to your repository. Okay. How can you check the updated image? For example, this was the image which had been created at a particular timestamp. Let's see the new image which will be created. So let's wait for the image to be built successfully. And once it will be done, we are going to do the authentication so that we will be able to push this image successfully to our ECR repository. So once this image would be completed, I'll be back and then I'm going to show you the further steps. Okay, so image is ready. What is the next step? We are going to authenticate Docker to ECR. Let's do that. What is the response we are expecting? We're expecting a response, login succeeded. You can see. And finally, we have to push this image. Let's do it. Let's tag it. And let's push it. So it is pushing the image to the repository. Once the image would be pushed completely, our next stage would be we have to deploy our Lambda function with the updated code. Let's see. Let's come back here. Let's refresh it. And let's check the updated one. You can see this is the updated one with version v1. And here we are maintaining the history. Okay.